Hi, and thanks for clicking on Pain to Power, a call for HOA reform. If you are new to this channel, please click on to my YouTube channel, and there is a list and an index of introductory videos that I have already provided. It will give you a good background of my personal story, why I felt compelled to create this platform, as well as the first homeowner interviews that I will be sharing on this platform. High level, for those of you that are returning, is this woman purchased this lot in Grand Junction with no HOA associated with the deed or the plat. Her 6 homeowners and lot owners then formed an HOA without her knowledge and ultimately sued her for over $600,000 in legal fees and fines. There has been a sequence of disturbing and alarming events that have occurred from the time she started to break ground on her lot until present day. Where I am going to start with these interviews and sharing her story is her showing us her property and where she lives and kind of giving us the lay of the land. This is critically important to lay the foundation and give you context. So when all of these other events that we start to share in sequential order and the associated videos that she's captured of these events are shared with you, you can really understand the magnitude and significance of these events occurring in a location where she's isolated on the outskirts of town and living alone. It's very concerning and questionable why all these series and sequence of events continue to this day. So without further ado, I will start with the first segment of the interview with her giving us a tour of her property. So we will roll that segment, and I will be following up with just a recap and then what you can expect to see in the part 2 of these videos. All right, thank you for following, and I look forward to sharing more information on this topic. Okay, we've just arrived at Diana's beautiful home out here in Grand Junction. And so we're going to start with just kind of a lay of the land so we can get a description and understanding of the surrounding land and kind of the various lots, and then do a tour of the exterior of her home. So with that being said, before I start, my understanding is there's 7 lots. 6 of the lots have been built on, and you're one of the 6 lots that have been built on. So yes. So essentially you've got 5 other homes around you that make up, including that empty lot, that make up the HOA.
Yes.
Okay. So with that being said, we're going to start with kind of going over here. We'll start with this lot. It looks like they're directly across the street. What lot is this?
So per the plot maps, that is lot 3.
Okay, so this is lot 3 over here. And are those folks over there part of the HOA board?
Yes.
Okay, so then as we kind of move across the panorama here, I'm going to stop. It looks like there's another house right there. What lot is that?
That is lot 5 per the plot map.
That's lot 5. And are those homeowners part of the HOA board?
Yes.
Okay. Then we move over and there's another house with like a flat roof. What lot is that?
That is lot 6.
And are those members part of the HOA?
Yes.
Those folks are part of the HOA board. Then as I move across the horizon, I see another house next to the one over, basically kind of as a crow flies in front of us. What lot is that?
That is lot 7.
And are those folks part of the HOA board?
Yes.
Okay, and then as I come over here, I see this house. Essentially, it looks right next to you. What lot is this?
That is lot 2.
And are those folks part of the HOA board?
Yes.
Okay, so out of 6 homeowners, there's 5 board members, and you're the only one that's not on the board?
Yes.
Were you familiar when they were forming a board? Were you ever informed or offered an opportunity to participate on the board?
No, I was never acknowledged.
Never acknowledged, and you really have no idea how this board came to be?
Correct.
And you never voted on anything associated with the HOA?
Never invited, never acknowledged.
So
do you want to be on the board?
No.
Did you want to be part of an HOA?
No.
So you have never gotten any HOA meeting minute notes or any information on annual HOA meetings, which are required by law
No,
or by
I've
Kiowa?
never joined either for
Okay.
a written vote.
Okay. So actually I just have to kind of pan over this way because what a stunning place to call home. What is this right over here? And we're not looking for names, but is this like this landscape? Is this where we're at?
You're looking directly at Colorado National Monument.
Colorado National Monument. It's absolutely stunning. So I'm just going to do a full panoramic view going over this way and then back over. So it must be pretty stunning in the evenings,
It's gorgeous. The
But-
mountains glow.
but you're a little out here.
I am.
And based on the lay of the land here, it looks like you're pretty much kind of with an eye's view to every single one of these board members. Is that correct?
Yes, I'm surrounded by them.
Surrounded. Okay. Now that you have had an opportunity to review the homeowner video around where she lives, it will give you some great context as we start to move into part 2 of the interview, where we're going to go over in chronological order some of these very disturbing and alarming events that occurred from the time she started breaking ground until present day. One item I did want to provide clarification on: in the homeowner interview and tour of her property, she references 6 lots. I just want to provide clarification. It's actually 7 lots on the property, and there's 1 lot that hasn't been developed. So it's essentially 6 other homeowners that formed this HOA. But as I stated, now as we move into these sequential events, you'll now have some great context that I think is really going to drive and bring out the significance of the concerning nature of these events and the manner in which and the frequency in which they occur. So if this is something that interests you, please make sure you like and follow. At a very high level, I've gone over this before, but some of the events I'll be going over is when she first broke ground, her neighbor and HOA member of the board attempted to get a restraining order against her that went to court, was dismissed as a false claim. That was followed by her design documents posted at her construction site suddenly missing. Turns out her neighbor and the same HOA board members took them, claiming they were part of a design review board of an HOA she had no knowledge of, that wasn't represented or registered with the Secretary of State. And it took the sheriff to actually get those design documents back. Followed by a mysterious gas leak on her property, and then calls to multiple social services agencies. Adult Protective Services was called around her alarming and disturbing behavior. Animal control was called around animal abuse claims. On and on and on. The police have been called over 30 times since she has started to break ground, along with an emergency call to the fire department, which turned out to be a false claim as well, in which the fire department showed up at her property with sirens going. In addition to a mysterious event around vandalism of a pride flag, as well as the HOA management company showing up at her property and removing fencing in which they did not have a court order to do so. This next segment of interview, part 2, I will be covering all of this at a high level, going into some of the details that she's going to share. Part 3 will then move into other events associated with the HOA claims and more disturbing and alarming events that occurred around the HOA management company, the HOA lawyer, and then other events and facts associated with claims to her private property. So please make sure you like and follow if this is something that interests you. I look forward to bringing you more information on this particular homeowner story, and hopefully call out and highlight the critical need for HOA reform, specifically enforcement and oversight of Colorado laws in the state of Colorado. All right, thank you very much.